Back here on the First Coast, could the First Coast soon look like the Space Coast? The future of Cecil Spaceport is beginning to take shape. It may look a little different from launch sites like Kennedy Space Center. Crystal Moyer is on the move, taking a peek at what is next for Cecil and the economic impact it could have right here in our communities.
Brody, the Kennedy Space Center has vertical launch pads, right? But Cecil has horizontal launch capabilities, which is ideal for the future of private space flight. New aerospace manufacturing companies are already getting on board at Cecil Spaceport as part of a new expansion.
So this here is the Cecil Spaceport primary hangar. We're standing on top of a 60,000 square foot concrete ramp that adjoins this hangar.
It might not look like much from the outside, but the aerospace industry has taken off at Cecil Spaceport, complete with a high-tech mission control center.
This is an actual rocket testing area. Different organizations and companies have come here to test different rockets.
This is video taken from January when Embry-Riddle fired up a test rocket engine.
How does that open the door for the future of Spaceport here at Cecil?
So it opens not just the door at Cecil, but for the commercial space industry in general, because they start the process of developing bigger rockets, and they do research, and it all builds up to something bigger.
Matt Bocchino, director of Cecil Spaceport and Airport, taking me behind the gates and onto the runways, giving me an inside look. We drove along one of Cecil's most unique spaceport assets, this 12,500-foot runway.
It's the third longest runway in the state of Florida. Because of its length, we can accept any aircraft in production in the world that can come into Cecil.
Cecil is looking towards the future, applying for an FAA space reentry license. The spaceport already cleared for horizontal launches.
The aircraft carrying the rocket will take off from this runway.
Like this Intuitive Machines Zephyr. This is a rendering of the vehicle Cecil hopes will be using its facilities.
It's transforming what's going on out here for sure.
Cecil now focusing on the transformation of hundreds of acres on its eastern property for aerospace development. You can see the future plans highlighted with different colors on the map.
Development here at Cecil is happening right now. You can see construction underway for Boeing's 2 additional hangars. They're supposed to be completed in December, but where I'm standing right now, there will be an extended taxiway that's going to lead to the future development of the east side of the airport.
This year, high-speed manufacturing company Hermeus moved into its Cecil hypersonic engine test facility. Auto Aerospace already signed a lease to build a manufacturing facility on property and will soon be operating out of a temporary building at Cecil. The new development expected to bring in over 1,000 jobs beyond 2030.
And the plan is hopefully stuff coming back from space and landing here in Jacksonville. How cool would that be?
That would be so cool. Since 1999, over $600 million has been invested in Cecil Airport and Spaceport, some of the money coming from local and federal grants. According to a 2022 economic impact study, Cecil produces $1.9 billion in annual economic impact, and that was before Otto and Hermeus became tenants. Keitha.